Hi, this is Daryl Turok. I'm a freelance website designer, also a local area marketing specialist, and I provide online training both in custom website design in-house as well as local area marketing in-house. I originally started website design as a business when I moved into my parents' home to take care of them when they were elderly, and I couldn't go out to work. So I've spent the last 7 years interviewing hundreds of small business owners and finding out what works and what doesn't work for small business owners as it relates to the internet and the new ways of marketing in the information age. Having talked to thousands of small business owners, I discovered what challenges and circumstances small business owners are faced with. Generally, there's a lack of understanding of how the internet works. So you go out and try to get somebody to help you without really understanding how it works. And that puts you at a disadvantage because you're spending money and you're not really sure if it's effective or not. My advantage is that I've been grassroots trained rather than academically trained. I've learned what works and what doesn't work for local area businesses, and I can help you to sort through whatever questions that you have and provide a solution that will help you bring new customers to your business and enable you to understand how it works so that you can make wise decisions when you're implementing your online marketing plan and budgeting your marketing dollars. I've designed a concept that I call remote webmaster. And what a remote webmaster is that we have a relationship that's remote, and we meet on the telephone and we meet on online meetings, and I have several tools that we use online as well for organizing all of your data and organizing the implementation of your design and marketing plans. So it's more personal than being in person. You have unlimited access to me through the telephone and through web meetings, and inside of that you get to craft a solution that's going to work specifically for your company. I always say that I understand website design and I understand marketing online, but you're the expert in your company and you know better than me how that works. So we create a synergistic relationship one with the other. You tell me what works for your company. I'm like a waiter in a restaurant. I tell you what's on the menu. You tell me what works for your company, and we dance back and forth till we come out with a solution that works powerfully for your company and your specific circumstances and needs. So I'm going to tell you about the services that I offer and show you how you can find out more information about it. Before I do that, I want to spend just a few seconds talking about the historical opportunity and understanding marketing online. So Marketing 101 is basically finding a need and then finding a way to fill it. And if you can do that, and you can do it well, then your next step is that you need to let people know about your company. We're living in a time in history when we're shifting from the industrial to the information age. And it's relatively new in the world, even though the internet's been around for 10 to 20 years, it still is relatively new. And even in the fact that it's relatively new, it continues to rapidly change as well. So it's important to have an historical understanding. Inside of understanding things historically, you can gain an insight into opportunities for your business, and you can have a vision for a future that will work for your company. For an example, when the automobile was invented, people were transporting using horses and carriages. When the automobile was invented, many people were resistant to it. They couldn't see the possibility for it. Now, the ones who did see that, they were able to take advantage of it and turn their focus to what was working now. You can see the same thing in the development from vinyl records all the way through to tape players and CD players and Blu-ray and all the modern devices that transfer audio. So being able to understand trends and understand what's coming is essential for your business. So let's talk about marketing from the industrial age and marketing in the information age. And as I'm discussing this, think to yourself if you're living in the industrial age mentality or if you're in the information age mentality. So in the industrial age, what we did was we invented the telephone, which was actually the beginning of the information age. But when we invented the telephone, that became a tool that we used to communicate. We created a directory called the phone directory, and then we used that as our primary source for finding information when consumers were looking for products or services. Inside of that, we developed a mindset of how that works. And what we did was once a year, you'd create an ad, you'd put it into the phone directory under the categories that you wanted to show up for, and then you'd pay the directory a certain sum, and sometimes a rather large sum, so that you could be listed in there. You would send out mailings, you might do some telemarketing, get an ad on the radio or on the television. And inside of those things, you use the post office, you use the public media stations, and you availed yourself of other types of things like printers for putting up flyers or putting up billboards or whatever you did. So all of that was to let people know about your business. Now, in the information age, we still try to apply the same mindset to it. So you think of a website, then you think, well, this is my ad that I'm going to put up once, like you do with the yellow pages. So what's the difference? The difference is that on the internet, you can get yourself listed under any category that you want to, not just the few that you started at the beginning of the year. You also can change your information as needed, so that you can always have current information, especially if your business shifts seasonally. So this way you're able to really provide useful information to consumers that are looking for you. A lot of small business owners are remaining in the mindset of putting up an ad in a directory. So you create their web page once and then you leave it alone and you forget about it. You could say the distinct difference between an ad in a printed directory and a website is that it's a dynamic and living directory. It changes day by day and even minute by minute according to usage, according to your website, according to how you're meeting all the practical things that need to be met in order for people to find you. The potential is for you to get listed under as many categories as you want to, and to really get the distinction that your website is a communication tool, not just an advertisement. So what is a communication tool? It means you become your own post office. You can become your own television station, your own radio station. You can prepare and deliver dynamic presentations about your company and what you do. You can collect data and information from prospective customers before they ever meet you. Using the internet, you have an opportunity to provide communication to prospects and customers in a way that has never before been available in human history. To really get that distinction, we'll put on several light bulbs in your mind and give you an idea about what you can do. In the industrial age mentality, if you wanted to put an advertisement up or do a mailing, you're talking how much money for postage and printing and mailing, how much does it cost to advertise on the radio or the television. Using the internet, you can become your own television station, you can become your own post office, and you can interact with prospective customers, deliver dynamic presentations, make it clear through galleries and slideshows and videos, all the details about your business. And all of this can happen before anyone even contacts you for the first time. This gives you an opportunity to do all of this, and you don't have to have an extra expense to do this. So to really get the distinction that the internet is a communication tool, that your website is a central hub for that communication, leaves you in a position where you have an opportunity to be in the front and get in front of prospective new customers and business associates like never before. Most small business owners don't understand how this works. Most small business owners are resistant to it. However, if you'll take a moment and think about this and take the time to understand how it works, you can have a distinct advantage What if you had the ability to get listed on the internet and show up for any particular word that you wanted to? What difference would that make for your business if more people could find you like that? What if when someone found you, they came to your website and they were convinced before they ever called you that you were the company they wanted to do business with? What difference would that make for your bottom line? The most important thing is to find the most dynamic and powerful way to present your business idea and get it in front of people at the lowest possible cost to you. That's the opportunity that the information age is bringing to you. And if you can see that, you can have a vision and you can ensure the future of your company will be something bright and dynamic and successful.